Hi, this is a quick video to show you how to do some different things that I may or may not have mentioned in our session. So in order to clear yourself, first you need to learn how to connect with your higher self voice to get a simple yes and no answer. So you stand up with your legs spread a little bit so you don't fall over. Place your hands over your heart. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, feel yourself getting really super connected within. You can just kind of feel yourself grounding into the ground when you do that. You just feel really present. So that's the first step. So then I want you to ask yourself, show me yes. And pay attention to your body. Use your body as a pendulum and pay attention to your body. Pay attention to if your body moves. You can sway forward, back, side to side, swirl. You could feel tingles. So pay attention to what your yes is and then say, show me no. And then feel what your no answer is. And you can use that to get answers to any kind of questions, yes, no questions. I mean, from asking if you are clear in this moment, if you have any negative energy or attachments in your field, or you can even use it to find out if these vitamins are the right vitamins for you to take at the store. So you mean, like, in terms of vitamins, you would just take the bottle and hold it up in front of you and say, are these vitamins for my highest best? And you'll feel a yes or a no answer. So that is a way to do that with that. If you want to ask if you are clear, you can just place your hands over your heart and ask, am I clear? And if you feel you're getting different answers, then you're not clear. If you're getting, if your answers aren't consistent. So what you would need to do is picture yourself standing here and picture this light, just like this beam of light coming from above you. It's going down into your body, right through your whole body. Just picture this like light just washing through you, clearing anything just dropping off of you, like fleas dropping off of a dog. Like, just picture like anything falling off of you like that. And then ask again, am I clear? And get your yes or no answer. And another way to tap into that energy to make it even stronger is you can tap on your head 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then put your hands up and call in the energy from the divine of unconditional love. So I'm calling in the divine energy of unconditional love, and I'm bringing it down into my body. And bring it down all the way through to your feet. Then place your hands over your heart and then say, if there's anything in my field, any attachments or any energy that does not belong to me in my field, I send you out and fill you with unconditional love, where you can return home. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's like a quick way to connect and clear your energy and, clear yourself. With the clearing, you could do that like with a crystal. So say you have a crystal and you would like to program this crystal to help you with anxiety. So the first thing you would do is clear it. So you picture this light coming down through your head, out your heart, and into the crystal, kind of like like one of those sparklers from the 4th of July, and that sparkling, like the sparkles that come out of that all over the crystal. Like, picture that, and it's just clearing it and cleansing it. And then you can program the crystal to do what you want it to do. So if you want to program it so that you don't feel anxious, picture a situation where you would normally feel anxious, but then picture when you're not anxious and how you handle it. So picture like how good you feel, how empowered you feel, and fill your heart with that empowerment. And then picture that coming down and into the crystal. You're filling the crystal with that empowerment so that whenever you feel anxious, it will fill you with that empowerment. Eventually, you'll be able to do that on your own without needing a crystal. But in the beginning, you may want to use a crystal or something like that, like a necklace or ring or earring, something like that, that can kind of guide you and help you through that in the beginning. So the next part I want to talk about is the Ho'oponopono prayer. On the card, on the back of the card that I probably gave you, it says, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And just a quick explanation is picture yourself like a hot air balloon filled with sandbags. And every time you say the Ho'oponopono prayer, you're dropping a sandbag and you're allowing yourself to rise and go higher. So when you say, I'm sorry, you are owning up to anything that you may have ever said or done that has to do with the situation or person that you are thinking of in this moment. And it doesn't have to be anything, it doesn't have to be specifics or anything like that. You don't need to even really know. All you know is you're just owning it. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Asking for forgiveness. Because it could be against yourself. It could be, you could be apologizing to yourself because you've been talking bad about yourself or anything like that. So we don't want to treat ourselves that way, because the only person that's going to treat us kindly and with love is us. That's the only person in the world that will treat us the way we deserve to be treated. Ourselves. So we need to be the ones that step up and love ourselves the most. So love you fully. So you say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Asking for that forgiveness from yourself, from your guides, from the person that you may have wronged in this life or any other life. Thank you. Showing that gratitude for being forgiven. And then ending it with, and closing that circle up with unconditional love. Just filling that whole situation with unconditional love. And if you say that 3 times, out loud is best, or in your mind if you're around a whole bunch of people. You can say it in your mind and picture yourself just rising. You let a sandbag go and now your balloon is starting to go up. The more you say it, the higher you rise. The higher you go, the more you say it. And that will also return the energy to you, because we are vibrational beings. Okay, we're light beings and we vibrate frequencies. So if you're vibrating down here because you're feeling sad, anxious, angry, whatever like emotion you're feeling, if you're kind of stuck in it and you're down here, then the universe is going to say, okay, she's vibrating down here, so we're going to vibrate down here because this is what she's putting out. She's putting this out, so we're going to do this as well because this is what she's asking for. But when you start raising your vibration by saying the I'm sorry, please forgive me, when you start doing that, you start feeling better. You're feeling lighter. You're letting things go. And guess what? The universe is down here and saying, oh, wait, we're going up. Now we're going to give her things that are going to make her feel this way. And then the higher you go, the universe is just going to keep matching that, because that is what our energy does. So think about it. Think about all the times that you just feel, why does this stuff keep happening to me? Oh my God, why? Because you're vibrating here. And if you start having a good day and vibrating up here, and then you may wonder, well, yeah, I'm up here, but then why do I all of a sudden come back here again? Well, because sometimes the universe wants to make sure you learn that lesson. And we'll just double check a couple times just to make sure you've mastered it. So it can be kind of fun that way. So just know that that's why. But the more you keep yourself here, the more you're going to start being here. I used to have all kinds of things that kept me down here. And if I think about it, I'm not down here anymore. And that's why, because I keep raising it and I keep going higher and higher. So keep doing that. Keep sharing that. And that's a way that you can manifest things too. So if you want to manifest, you want to make, say you want a house. Say you're trying to manifest a house, a new place to live, or a car. Picture yourself in that car, in that house. Smell the smells, see the things, feel the things, like all of your senses. Immerse all of your senses into where you see yourself, what you want. And don't be afraid to put yourself in some kind of a spectacular place, because you can create and manifest anything you want. We are manifestors. We are very strong, powerful manifestors, and we can do this. So picture all of that, and then feel how you feel when you're in that place, in that car, in that home. Feel it. Even if it's like a new relationship, if that's what you're thinking, feel how you feel with this person, with this new relationship, even if you don't know who they are. Feel it. Feel what you feel. And then feel that feeling through your heart. And you can even say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, while you're with a smile on your face, while you're thinking of where you want to be. And that is going to put you in that place. That's what you're starting to resonate in that vibration. This is where you want to be. So the universe is going to say, all right, we're going to start looking for that house, for that car, for that person, and matching it to where you are. So keep remembering that wherever, whatever you're putting out, but you can make a vision board, you can write it all down in your journal of what you want and where that's going to be. But until you feel it and truly love yourself and feel it, feel that love coming out of your heart from what you see happening, until you do that, it's not going to happen. So that's that piece that's missing, that connection piece. The other part of that is the give and take of manifesting. So yes, you would like a new house, a new car, or a person in your life. How can it benefit them as well? So if you're selling your house and going to a new one, picture the people coming into your home, looking at your house, knowing that your house that you currently live in, or the car you currently have, is exactly what they want, is exactly what they need. Picture their family there in that car, in that house. Like, picture that. And you can also, if it's about a relationship, you can picture how a relationship with you would benefit this person, how they will feel being in your life. That they, like, picture that kind of a feeling, and put that out there for them as well. And the last thing, I don't have them with me right here, they're in the house, but the last thing I wanted to mention is tarot cards or oracle cards. I have some right here, so let me just hold these up as an example. So these are oracle cards. There are also tarot cards which have different suits, like pentacles, cups, and things like that. I don't use those. Those are very common. Everybody loves those. I particularly haven't gotten those yet. I think I might have some, but I don't really use them. I did buy a set of tarot cards that have different suits. They have earth, air, fire, and water. Yeah. So if you're interested in those, let me know, and I can send you the Amazon link to those, because I love those. Those are the ones that I use every day. But what you would do is go on Pinterest and type in tarot spreads, and they'll give you a list of all different kinds of things that you can do. Like, you can tarot spread for depression, tarot spread for anxiety, tarot spread for the love of your life, for your life's purpose, like all kinds of different possibilities of different tarot spreads. You can spend your whole day staring at tarot spreads. And choose one that you would like to focus on for that particular moment or day. And either in the morning, evening, whenever you have some time to sit down with your tarot deck or your oracle deck and go through. Even though it says tarot spread, you can still use oracle cards for the same thing and get similar, get the responses that you want. Because what happens, it's really interesting. I feel like when we use cards, the cards all have their standard meanings, like what each one is supposed to be, but I truly feel like they could change. Like, I could pick up one card and it would say one thing, but if my daughter were to pick up that same card in a different timeline, it would say something different, because it was meant to be what she was meant to see at that particular time. So I really feel like they kind of change, like they're kind of magic, and they kind of change based on what it is we need to hear in that moment. But know that the cards that you are drawing, the cards that you are choosing in that particular moment, are absolutely guided towards what you're asking for in that moment. You just have to make sure your heart is in it. So the first thing you do when you take your cards, so you take your oracle cards out, or tarot cards out, and to clear it, you do this. So just knock on it 3 times and blow on it, that you're clearing it. And then I go ahead and then I shuffle 3 times. I'm just going to do it once right now, just for ease of it. But you go through and shuffle them 3 times. My daughter, when she does it, she'll stare at them. She'll stare at the edges, and one of them will like appear to be brighter or get her attention, and that's how she pulls it. There's all different kinds of ways. Some people are really fast and they can like shuffle them really fast and everything, and then one falls out. For me, when I do it, I kind of like go like I just like move them up, and sometimes one sticks out a little higher. That's typically the one I grab. So kind of go with like the same type of way that you draw the cards out. You could even just shuffle them and, you know, open them up this way and choose one that way, spread them all out on the table, pull out one that is best for you, or you can just take the one that's on top. Whatever you feel is your way, your process of choosing a card, it really doesn't matter, because whatever card you choose is going to be the card that you were meant to choose, the card that the message you were meant to see. So that is how you go through and you do those. So with the tarot spread, so say it's like 5 cards, just follow the pattern on the page, like of where it says to place them and which question it goes for. And you'll be amazed at how accurate those readings can be for yourself. You could do it for other people, but just make sure every time you clear your deck every time to make sure that that's what it is. I go a step further. If I'm going to be doing a particular tarot spread, I will write down each question just so I can get myself immersed in what the reading is. So I'll write down, this is the card that stands for the issue. This is the card that stands for the block. You know, like I'll write everything down, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm drawing the card that stands for the issue, and then I'll shuffle and go through each one, and then I'll flip them over afterwards. So that's just a quick little lesson on how to use tarot or oracle cards. I really do like the spreads on Pinterest. They really have one for everything. If you have a particular thing in mind, you can type in like tarot spread before or after the keyword that you're looking for. So anyway, if you have any questions about anything that I just mentioned in this video, please feel free to reach back out to me and ask me for some more clarity or anything like that. If there's anything you need at all, just reach out and I'll get back to you. I hope you have a beautiful day. Love you.